They said he was too small, too weak, too fragile, not built for elite football. They said he would never survive the physical level. They said he would be bullied, ignored. They were wrong. Not just a little wrong, historically wrong. Because that kid would later lift the Ballon d'Or. Did you know that Luka Modric went from a skinny war refugee to a Ballon d'Or winner? Luka's story doesn't begin in stadiums. It begins in war. He was born in Croatia during a violent conflict. His family fled their home. They became refugees. Living in hotels, uncertain, unstable, football was not just a luxury. It was escape. A ball in a hallway, a wall as a goal, imagination as a pitch. Even when he showed talent, people doubted him. Coaches said he was too skinny, too light, not strong enough for professional football. Some scouts didn't even register him. He wasn't rejected because he lacked talent. He was rejected because he didn't look like a footballer. But Modric kept working, kept learning, kept thinking. He developed intelligence, vision, movement, control. He couldn't dominate physically, so he dominated mentally. Years later, Tottenham, then Real Madrid. And at Real Madrid, surrounded by giants, he didn't disappear. He became the brain, the rhythm, the balance, the control. Champions League titles, historic midfield, legendary performance. Then, 2018, World Cup final with Croatia. Small nation, big heart. He carried them. That same year, Ballon d'Or winner, the skinny kid, the refugee, becomes the best player in the world. Modric is proof that football intelligence outlives physical power, and that rejection does not end stories. Sometimes it just starts them. And in today's world, talent alone is no longer enough. You also have to survive the spotlight. Hardik Pandya is one of the most polarizing athletes in Indian sport. Not because of performance, but because of personality. He arrived differently, dressed differently, spoke differently, lived loudly. Indian cricket was not used to that. Traditionally, players were expected to be humble, quiet, careful. Hardik was none of those things. He was confident, flashy, unfiltered. At first, fans loved it. Then came criticism, judgment, even hate. Every interview, every outfit, every post became a headline. Add injuries, add poor form, add leadership pressure. And suddenly, he was no longer the golden boy. He was the target. Memes, insults, debates, daily noise. Many athletes break there, but he didn't. He went silent. He worked privately. He rebuilt. He focused on fitness, on discipline, on consistency. Then came the comeback. Better performances, stronger leadership, more maturity. Hardik didn't just return, he evolved. He learned the cost of visibility. He learned the weight of influence. He learned how to balance personality with professionalism. Today, he's not just a cricketer. He's a case study of surviving public pressure. Talent can take you up, but mental strength is what keeps you there. And Hardik Pandya has lived that truth in real time. And speaking of unfair treatment, let's talk about a trophy that doesn't always reward the best. Today, in our hot take, we're gonna talk about Ballon d'Or injustice. Which player was robbed the most by the Ballon d'Or? Let's be honest, the Ballon d'Or is not always fair. History proves that. Thierry Henry, Andres Iniesta, Xavi, Buffon, all deserved more. But if I must choose one single case, one season, one injustice, it would be Franck Ribéry 2013. Look at the facts. Champions League winner, Bundesliga winner, German Cup winner, Club World Cup winner, treble, not as a passenger, but as a key player, as a leader, as the engine of Bayern. UEFA Best Player in Europe, officially recognized as the best player on the continent. He delivered in big games. He showed up in finals. He performed consistently from August to May. And this is what the Ballon d'Or is supposed to reward. Then suddenly, the narrative changed. Voting deadline extended. Media pressure increased. Storylines shifted. Ronaldo scored late goals. The headlines exploded. The momentum changed. Every Bayern fan publicly protested. Every journalist admitted confusion. It didn't feel like football decided. It felt like politics, like marketing, like storytelling decided. Ribéry didn't lose that trophy on the pitch. He lost it in discussions, in rooms, in narratives. And that's why this one still hurts. Because his season was not debatable, it was complete. And sometimes history gets rewritten, not by performance, but by popularity. And Franck Ribery paid the price for that. And now let's end with our top 10 segment. And this time, you have to guess with me the most watched sports in the world in 2025. Number 10, golf. Elite sport, massive sponsorships, huge global tournaments. Number 9, rugby, dominant in Europe and growing internationally. Number 8, Formula 1. Netflix changed everything. Younger audience, global explosion. Number 7, boxing. Mega fights still stop the world. One night can reach hundreds of millions. Number 6, MMA. New stars, new markets, much bigger attention. Number 5, tennis. No need to explain this one. Number 4, athletics. Olympics create massive global peaks. Number 3, basketball. NBA turned the sport into global entertainment. Number 2, cricket. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, England, Australia, billions of viewers. And finally, the number 1 most watched sport in the world in 2025 is always football. No debate, no competitor, the world's united language. These numbers matter because they explain where attention flows. And attention is the real currency of modern sports. Every athlete has a story, and that's why we're here. Follow Game On, stay with us, because behind every headline, there's a deeper story that we're gonna tell you.